JB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
That boot store reminds you, football weather means colder weather can't be far off. Now's a great time to shop for those winter work coats, shirts, and shoes. Janice and Irene, along with the staff, welcome you to stop by and shop for the whole family at that boot store. Remember Joe's motto, always put Jesus first in your life. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 on Friday and Saturday. That boot store, next to Billboard Kia on 15th Street, Panama City.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It'll make you sweat. Hey, I like that shirt, Wildcat. Looks good.
Goes with my pretty blue eyes.
Second hot tub. Yeah. Will it make me sweat? Yeah. Chilling in the hot tub. Yeah. Will it make me wet? Yeah. Tommy, you might want to change headsets. That's a short line. They about choked me out the other day with that thing on. Grab that other one. Yeah.
Yeah, that other one's got an extension.
I think all of them got extension stuff.
Except yours.
Yeah, and I found out, I talked to LSU Jeff, he said, no, it was messed up when they got in there too. So I think Wildcat did it when he was cleaning, just trying to.
No such thing.
Just trying to get me riled up here. Jeremy, you okay? You can reach.
Yeah.
All right, we're live. J. Michael Studios in beautiful Panama City Beach.
Coach, before you get started, I'd like you to kind of hurry up along with this segment because I have a hair appointment.
Okay.
You haven't heard that story, obviously, have you? It's made national news. You want to hear a story real quick?
We'd love to hear your story.
You'd love to hear a story?
I'd
Okay. A guy in a really nice-looking Corvette's going down I-10 here in Florida, doing 101 to 110 miles per hour. The state trooper pulls him over, throws him on cuffs because that's just going too fast to overlook. Throws this guy in cuffs, and while he's got him in cuffs, he's got his body camera on, right? And he says, dude, you got to tell me why you were going so fast, you know, weaving in and out of traffic, putting all these people's lives in dangers. And the guy, 57-year-old man in a Corvette, says, well, I'm late for my hair appointment.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a joke. The guy, you know.
we were waiting for
You were waiting for a
story.
punchline, but that's the truth.
That was your story.
That was his story, not my story.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
And so
That was great. You know what? That was well thought out. It was entertaining. I liked that. That was
That's
good.
why I wanted to hurry this segment along because I have a hair appointment.
The suspense.
That was a good one. That was a really good one there.
That's the last time I do any show prep for this show. My
Anyway, well, I tell you what we got now. Y'all gonna? Hey, we're all pumped up about FSU, Miami, huge football game, and guess what, man? The Lone Star Bowl House, we're going to be down there with the ESPN van and giveaways and things like that. The party's going to start at 6. Kickoff is at 6:30. Come join us down there. Have a great time. Don't forget, downtown Panama City, Lone Star Bowl House. You were going to have a great time. Yeah, the owner came in here one time with us, a really good guy, big Texas fan. He picked, when I see him, I'm going to harass him because I do the same thing he's done. I made some bad picks before. But he said Texas will beat Ohio State by, it won't even be close. And he gave some crazy score. And I looked at him, and I said, you sure? He goes, yeah. I kind of thought Alabama would beat Florida State too, but that didn't happen also. Hey, a question to both of you, Mike. And here, let's introduce the Hall of Famer, Tommy Santamont, 22 years, Bay County Hall of Fame, State Hall of Fame, County Athletic Director. Tommy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good today.
You looking good, man. Looking really good.
Oh,
you get better looking as you get older.
I can't wait for Saturday night, though.
I know you are. You're going to be in the suite, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Jeremy, I mean, I don't get this. Did they not treat you well? I mean, to me, it looks like you'd be invited to be right beside him. But are you heading somewhere else?
No, I'm actually going to be watching right from my couch this weekend.
He's gonna. He can go.
I'm taking my grandson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Michael's gonna go with us.
I was getting ready to go a week ago, but I could know he wouldn't ask me to go.
No,
but anyway.
That'd make for a late night.
We'll be back at 1 o'clock.
Are you going to spend the night?
No, we're coming back.
Kickoff at 6:30. Good luck getting out of there, the traffic. That's going to be cool, that new, what is it called, a suite? What is it called?
Sweet. It's a sweet.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what's going down at church? Tell everybody what church and what's going on.
It's First United Methodist Church there in Panama City. A lot of folks frequent our community life center with different sports activities and such, but we're there 8:15, 9:30, 10:45 every Sunday morning. Come join us. We're just trucking along through the fall of the year like everybody else.
And I know this for a fact. He is the best of the best, or he wouldn't be there. He was the best of the best, and they hired him at the church in Montgomery, Alabama. And when I heard that, when Tommy told me that, I said, you got to get him on here. Remember that? That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I said, y'all got a good one, because if he was hired at that church, he's the best. And he is. Go listen to him. I tell you what I love about what he does, too. He talks sports as he sometimes does the sermons and stuff. To me, that helps me stay focused. You know how I am. My mind kind of drifts every once in a while.
No, squirrel.
What'd you say?
James said the only way he'll come to our church is he's got to sit in the lounge chair.
I go, hey, when you walk in with Tommy Louise, it takes you 15 minutes to get 10 yards. Everybody knows him. I mean, it's like a rock star. He's signing autographs, babies' heads, all kind of stuff. It's crazy. I got to ask you two guys, and Wildcat, I got to ask you guys a question. I think ESPN blew this. They had an opportunity. And then I don't think they're going to have any more opportunities to do so the rest of the year. Now, hear me out. This is the biggest game for the ACC. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think they've been to a Big 12 game in a long time. I'm talking college game day. I said 2 weeks ago, it's going to be game day. We'll be going to Tallahassee. This is a huge game. They chose Vandy, 5-0 Vandy, and a one-loss Alabama team. Two ranked teams. Now you're playing the other game. They're both ranked. You got one in the top 10, and the other one's, what is FSU right now? 18th or 19th.
Mine is number 2 or 3.
Do you think, seriously, it had something to do in Ireland when they booed, the FSU fans were booing the set, and then, but I thought that. I really kind of think that's some of it. But then again, Hurst Street,
he's going to call
the game.
That's right.
It's the game. It's the big game. It's the game they picked. The most. It's going to be the most watched game that weekend. Right. Yet they didn't bring game day. To me, am I wrong, or am I just thinking outside the box?
You didn't hear the actual reason that was reported. Saban wanted a home weekend.
He didn't
want to get on a jet.
What the heck? You know what? That makes sense. I'm okay with it now. I'm fine with it.
I have no idea what it was.
If that wasn't for next one. But do y'all think it's kind of slight in the ACC?
I thought they should have been in Tallahassee. There are opportunities later in the year to be in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to go to Tuscaloosa.
LSU.
Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. I had 3 more chances.
Yeah.
And of all teams, Florida, Miami, that's been historic games in the past.
You didn't go the first weekend because you went to Columbus when Alabama was in town.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had 2 big weekends if you're.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when they went to Columbus, I get that. The SEC school, 1 and 2, I get that.
Yeah.
But Fox was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was on their network.
Yeah.
Florida State, Alabama was on ESPN, ABC.
Right.
You would think, because that. But I can
the whole Corso angle.
Yeah. His last pick, all that. So that kind of balanced out maybe. But this week, what other ACC? What's going to be the big game in the ACC?
North Carolina and Clemson's the only other one.
No, I'm talking about the whole year. I'm talking about the rest of the year.
Yeah.
No.
Who's it going to be?
There's
this.
not much.
This is it.
No.
Florida and Florida State.
Yeah.
Florida's
not
falling apart.
No.
Looks like.
And that's that rivalry weekend. They got plenty of games to draw from.
Oh yeah. So I think it's a slap in the face to the ACC.
I think Corso's going to be the game, they say.
He is. I think they're going to honor him. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did. Maybe it's fake stuff. I don't know, but I heard that. But to me, it's a slap in the face to the ACC and to FSU. And I really do believe when they booed them in Ireland, and I remember Saban said something. He took up for Hurst Street, and you talk to people that said, man, they were rough on.
Wait,
they don't like ESPN.
If he walks out on the field Saturday night, he's going to get booed too, believe me.
Well, yeah. And anybody associated, they don't like that. Well, it didn't help when they go, we'll know when y'all know.
Yeah.
And they had the 4 helmets up there behind him.
Right.
The 4 helmets that made the playoffs. We'll know when y'all know. Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so y'all are okay with what they did?
It doesn't matter to me, but I was surprised that Herb Street's going to call the game. And
Well, that's a lot easier. They'll have security get him on the field, get him off the field. Now, game day, you've been to them.
Yeah,
You're surrounded. I do really think they had something to do with it.
They probably did. If they did game day, he'd been booed big time. Blue.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, they'd come to that just to boo him.
And they probably would have booed Saban.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alabama connection.
They ain't gonna. No, they wouldn't boo Saban. They wouldn't boo Saban. I don't think.
Really?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, Florida State's home schedule: Pitt, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech. They're not showing up.
And
Tallahassee.
who's Miami got left?
Miami? Let's see.
Maybe if Louisville's undefeated, maybe
they're all favored in all those games.
Clemson's not. Clemson's lost 3 games. They're 1-3. Mm-hmm. So I think this is the best opportunity for the ACC. They might not do it. You know, I think they've washed their hands to the Big 12. I really do.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't have any top tier matchups here. You're down to basically 3 conferences.
Well, that game against Virginia, that Friday night game, that was the most viewed game on ESPN history on a Friday night game.
Yeah, well, FSU always draws
6 million
eyes.
people, I think.
Now the weekend, Bama, Georgia blew it out of the water. They beat Penn State and Oregon big time in the Unionship.
Same thing with Miami. They've got NC State.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't have anybody.
No.
The only thing could happen if Louisville's undefeated.
But Louisville against Friday night.
Yeah. We're going. I think if I would have been game day, I'd have been there.
It looks like they spread it around a little bit. I mean, it's going to end up, and the ACC is going to complain the rest of the year about they never had a game day in the ACC.
Speaking of complaining,
we had Clemson and were they game day?
Did they go to Clemson? No,
First game?
No, they were at Ohio State.
Ohio State.
That's right.
Ohio State. I want to ask you something because you saw it, and you've been involved in officiating, and I've already been blown out of the water. They said you're wrong. To this day, 2 things that really tore me up Friday night watching that game. I thought it was a touchdown. You had 2 officials right there saw it. They call it touchdowns. I didn't think it was enough to overturn the call. Then, Jeremy, when they score and they got to go for 2, those officials didn't set the play thing to get the clock running, which is wrong. And they had plenty of time to get together, make their selection. That's wrong, guys. I have never seen that happen before.
Well, is there a game clock? Is it start on
as soon as they scored the 40-second thing? As soon as they give it that signal, it starts.
Overtime like that?
Yeah.
You ask them which side of the hash you want it on, or if they want it in the center, you place the ball.
Bam. Go.
And 2, that's 5 yards.
Norvell knew it, and he's going crazy. He's going, what are y'all doing? And he was right. Yeah. And didn't they get in trouble? Didn't that crew get in trouble?
Oh, yeah. They got in trouble. I don't know what they're going to do.
That was one of them right there.
Yeah. And the other was the I mean,
I'm not saying
they call a touchdown on that pass, and then to take it away, they got to have
overwhelming evidence. Yeah. And there wasn't enough. I don't care.
When you got both hands on the ball and the ball's moving, how can that not be? I mean, you got the ball in your hands,
right?
I don't like the way that they probably need to look at that again.
No, hey, that should have been a touchdown. Yeah. That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it's known. You go for 2 in the second overtime, and
they know the rule. If you don't know the rule, that's on you.
And the only question is the team gets to decide where they want the ball placed between the hash marks.
Right.
And
the official's supposed to go right in and ask right then. Norvell knew the rule. He would nuts. You go back and watch it. He would nut. I was watching that. And man, he's right. They had, I guarantee you, they had 30 extra seconds to get organized.
Well, that's a 5-yard penalty too. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, you run a 2-1 play a game. Yeah.
Exactly. That's Anyway.
Well, they had their chance to win the game.
And I thought the quarterback didn't play very well.
It had trap game written all over it.
Oh, yeah.
You brought that up.
Yeah. Jeremy did too, yeah.
Anyway, we got to take a break. Let's take a break. Jeremy, I want to get some more love to your church. Just tell about anything. Y'all got anything coming on anytime soon?
So, we're kind of moving through the fall of the year here. We've got a fall cookout like a lot of places do when you come together and enjoy the cooler weather like we've got and get out in the front, the yard of the church there. And a little live music action coming up in about 2-3 weeks here on Wednesday night. And so, it's just got an opportunity to visit. Check us out on Facebook or on our website, fumc-pc.org.
Go check it out. We think you'll love it. Tommy Santamont's with us this morning, Wildcat, Jeremy Pridgeon. And we keep waiting. I get list is growing longer and longer. When's Jordan going to be on the show? I don't know. We try to get him on in the summertime. His agent, that NIL, man, I can't match that, Jeremy. I'm sorry. Y'all got to come down to your prices.
I'll tell you, their 6U team is smoking the fall league here. They really are.
You got to send me some. Usually you send us a picture of everything.
They are crushing the ball.
Are you coaching?
I am not. He's at that age where I don't know anything, so I just let my friends who I talk with about the things he needs to do tell him what he needs to do.
I get that, man. Oh, my God. I was talking about some of our great, but we had a blast yesterday, Jay Michaels. Hey, Wildcat, you should have been there. Brian was there. LSU Jeff. Glenn Manley.
Wow.
Jimmy Petronas.
Wow.
Richard Sanders. Everybody was there. The only people who weren't there were you three.
What was the occasion?
I don't know. Everybody was at Jay
Started to
Michaels.
come yesterday.
You should have. That world famous spaghetti. Donald was there. We had a really good time. We stayed there a long time. I think Jay Michaels wanted us to get out because there was people waiting to sit, and we just kept sitting. We probably sat there an hour and a half. But then after that, I didn't get my spaghetti. So you know what we did last night? June and I goes, let's go get some spaghetti. So we had lunch and dinner at Jay Michaels. Saw him both times. He's doing well, by the way. Had a wonderful time. But you want the best seafood, the ice cold beer. It's at Jay Michaels Restaurant. Now listen, this is a great deal. Everybody knows on Panama City Beach in Bay County, that's one of the biggest burgers you get anywhere. It's incredible. And his seasonings are really good. Today's special is their burger. I forgot the price, but it's a great deal. You need to get down there and check it out. Wednesdays is packed out because of spaghetti. And their burgers are famous. You get down there and try it out at Jay Michaels Restaurant. LSU Jeff gets it every time he goes. I think he's going back today. Oh, it's good. It's really good. Get out to the legendary Jay Michaels Restaurant. Tell them Coach Inch have a great time. If you're over there in Lynn Haven, Pat Perno, the city commissioner, which does an incredible job over there, his restaurant, second to none. And Tommy and I, we always talk about the way they treat you. You walk in there, they never have a bad day. Those kids, those employees always got a smile on their face. They treat you like family. That's the reason people love going back there. TV's everywhere. Great food, great service, great place to go watch all these NFL and college football games. Also, all you Mosley Dolphins, and it is Mosley Day. Go out there before the game, have yourself a pregame meal, have a little pep rally, and then head out to Tommy Oliver. Is Mosley off this week?
Yes.
Mosley. Well, I hope Coach Whitten.
They got Niceville, I think, the next week.
Next week.
Ooh, that's a big one. All right, we get back. We'll have Coach Whitten with us. I got time for one more? No. Wow.
Yes,
We'll be right back.
That's a no.
104.3. He's mean. 104.3 ESPN North. That was a great joke, whatever story it was. We'll be right back.
Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Line play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 87 with a moderate breeze around 15 miles per hour coming out of the east-northeast. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 71. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a temperature near 84. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 83 and a variety of mostly clouds and light rain. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida.
CBC Construction is looking for a few good men. At CBC Construction, our greatest strength lies within our talented team. Join us and be a part of a dynamic company that values its people. We offer a tremendous opportunity to create a future for your family and the Florida Panhandle. CBC Construction is now hiring. Call Call us at 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com to learn more. CBC Construction. Be part of a winning team.
Got a scratch, dent, or full-blown wreck? Bring it to Recommended Collision Center in Panama City. From small scratches to all-over paint jobs, from fender benders to major collisions, it's Recommended Collision Center. They work with all insurance companies and offer customer pay options too. A family-owned collision center that takes pride in top-quality repairs, friendly service, quick drop-offs, and a fast turnaround. So when life throws you a wreck, they'll help you get amended. Recommended Collision Center, 1329 Jinx Avenue, Panama City.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Beautiful. Man, that weather felt good this morning, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Football weather.
Really good. You got a coat on today, too. That's usually
a little different.
Yeah. It can be freezing. You still got shorts on. You still doing all your running?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, still running here, but it's brisk.
How was homecoming, Mosley homecoming?
Have to ask Coach. I was out of town here. So
No, did your daughter?
No, she was with us. She was in the wedding here.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, we got him on. God bless him. He came here today. Well, he on the phone with us today, and they have an open week, and that's great that he would still visit with us. Coach Witten, how you doing, sir?
Doing great.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Talk about the game. Who played? They love hearing their name. Talk about as many players you want to, and take your time.
No, it was a great game. I think last week they give a lot of credit to the defense. Started with Wyatt Fleming, had 11 tackles, was flying around, being really physical. Obviously, Milton, running that split back veer was going to run the football a lot, and they definitely did. And I thought our guys were up to the task. Another guy, Demetrius Gillis, a corner, had 11 tackles. Just obviously wasn't not throwing the ball a lot. He wasn't active in the pass game, but was doing a great job of getting up there in the run fit. Played really well on the outside. And, I thought Wesley Price was another guy that got his opportunity, got a lot more playing time and did a great job. On the offensive side of the ball, JP continued to be accurate and efficient. Fletcher Taylor had a big game catching the ball. He also threw a touchdown pass. Adam Land scored another touchdown. So good key contributions from everybody on the offensive side of the ball. And kind of one of the hidden things in the game was just the hidden yardage in special teams. We punted the ball twice. Talon Moore, our punter, averaged 53 yards on his 2 punts.
Wow.
One of them being downed inside the 5 and the other one inside the 15. So, for the most part, they were playing on close to over an 80-yard field on the night, and we were playing on about a 50, 55-yard field. So I think that was real key. Allowed us to score quickly and put pressure on their offense and force them to play on the long field.
Coach, it's Tommy. I was at the game and saw y'all play last Friday. It's a great game. What did you think about the Hall kid from Milton?
No, he's a great kid. He's a great athlete. Obviously, I think he's ranked as like the number 1 overall athlete in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
A really good player. Obviously, you could tell he's playing out of position.
Right.
He's going to Florida as a safety, and can make plays with the legs. I think kind of one of the key factors in the game, though, with him was, going into that game, ironically, he had not played a whole lot of defense because he was their quarterback, and early in their game, one of their DBs got hurt, and it forced him to play the entire second half in the secondary, and I think that he wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
Kind of tired him out,
right.
And wasn't as effective in the run game offensively because he appeared to be a little bit tired there in the second half, and I thought that was really big for us because he had the potential to have big plays anytime he pulled the football.
I think college-wise, DB, he's about 6'3", isn't he? He's a pretty tall kid.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy. He's about 6'2", 6'3", probably about 200 pounds. And
yeah,
he definitely looked the part.
I know FSU's trying to flip him. I think he's going to be at the FSU Miami game this week. So they're trying to get him, so we'll see how that goes. But y'all played a great game. And another thing, I thought y'all, the coaching was really good in that game. Y'all did a great job on Milton because, I mean, they're undefeated, and y'all did just an outstanding coaching job on them.
Well, I appreciate that.
Coach Jeremy, good morning. I know you kind of survived homecoming week and all the distractions that that can bring, and handled that one well, so now you have to be pleased there. But now you move into an open week. So kind of what's your sort of philosophy when you get to the open week in your schedule, and how do you handle practices? How do you kind of move into this time built in, particularly in this case where it's really about the midpoint of the season?
Yeah, I feel like open week is coming at a perfect time for us out playing Milton. I mean, that was for anybody that was at the game. That was a smash mouth football team. I think both teams played really hard. Both teams had a couple of players that didn't finish the game because that's just how hard the hitting was that was going on out there. So this week gives us the opportunity to kind of rest some guys and get some bumps and bruises that we've accumulated over the course of the season this far, but also at the same time, there's a lot of focus on us. We want to stay sharp. We want to, continue to work on ourselves, continue to try to get better as a football team. I thought we've had we give them Monday off, and I thought we've had 2 good practices on Tuesday and Wednesday. Today will go out and be our last practice for the week, and I told them, yesterday that today will probably be one of the hardest practices of the year from the mental standpoint, is because everybody is going to be counting down till 5 o'clock when practice is over because they know they get 3 or 4 days off afterwards, and just making sure that we're mentally locked in on practice and continuing to get better and not counting down till we're done. The weekend will be here, and we definitely deserve the break, but we still got to finish out the week and have one more good practice.
Well, and following up on that, I noticed, if I'm reading the schedule right, the Niceville game is on a Thursday next week, so they actually play tomorrow night against Godby, and then you catch them on a short week. Is that right?
Yeah, no, it definitely worked out. Kind of when that game got moved to Thursday back in the summertime, both of us had an open week. And their officials called us and said, "Hey, since y'all both have open weeks, we're going to move the game to Thursday." Obviously, I didn't have any issue with that. Heck, it's not our game to be able to say anything about that. So, and then they went ahead. They needed a game, and they ended up adding a game after that game got moved to Thursday. So that's kind of how that worked out. But yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a big game going over there. District championship going to be on the line. Going over there in a hostile environment, so be a great opportunity for our team and our program.
Hey, I want to ask you something. You've seen it. You've gone against it probably both ways. And we won a lot of games at Cape Coral running that split back veer, and we actually ran trap option afterwards. Most people don't. But do you think it's better to run it with the quarterback under the center, or do you think it works just as effectively with the shotgun?
No, I definitely think it's better under center because it just hits quicker. So much faster.
Yeah.
Hits so much faster. Being in the gun, don't get me wrong, obviously Milton's very effective with it to be 5-1 on the year, but it definitely gives you the opportunity to slow play it a little bit more and try to create some confusion for the quarterback on some of his reads. But yeah, when they're under center, it hits a lot faster. It's just a lot harder to defend.
All right, my last question for you: that Fleming kid. Every time we come in here, we hear that name. He's all over the field. Senior. He is a senior. Okay, is he one of your captains, or how do y'all do that? Do y'all do captains at the end of the year or beginning of the year? Or how do you do that?
No, we do. We do at the beginning of the year. I choose 2 captains, one on offense, one on defense, and then I let the players vote, and they choose one captain on offense and one captain on defense. So it's kind of a split deal there. But Wyatt's been my pick for the defensive captain for 2 years now, just because not only is he a really good player, but just everything he represents.
Character.
For our football program. He does things the right way on and off the field, in the classroom. He's the strongest kid on our football team. and have every Friday night, he's going to lay it on the line. And you can just see that in his play, how hard he plays. And to me, when kids play hard, that just shows how much Mosley football means to them. There's no doubt in my mind it means the world to him, and he does a great job of spilling that over into his teammates, being a great leader. And, man, he's having a great senior year, and he's been really fun to watch from the sidelines.
You probably know this, but that name, that line of players, his uncles, his dad, they were unbelievable football players.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. And, and Wyatt's definitely lived up to that billing. And, again, he's just continued to get better and play hard and be a great leader for our program.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on, man. Get you some rest this weekend, and can't wait. Nice. Well, that's a big one on the road, and we'll talk to you next Thursday. Ooh, that's the game day. Yeah, we'll talk to you next Thursday. Thank you.
All right, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we get back. We'll jump into FSU. Tommy's got the FSU update for you today. But right now, let's talk with some of our wonderful people. Hey, Wildcat, Tommy's been there several times, bought a lot of stuff for his beautiful daughter, granddaughter,
man,
his beautiful wife. And we talked about Pat Pernell, Beef O'Brady's. You're already down in Lynn Haven. Let's go on down and get some jewelry. Where are we going to go?
84 days till Christmas. Just keep that in mind. 84 days till Christmas. So if you want to design something, have a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry made, David Adamson Designer Jewelry. Highway 77 in Lynn Haven is the place to go. Free jewelry cleaning, free jewelry inspection, free, I won't say free jewelry repair, but they can repair all of your jewelry right there. And if you want to buy or sell your gold or silver, if you need a little extra cash, they'll do that too. All right there, one place, David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Every time we talk about high school football, I think about those Tiger Sharks. I get hungry. You know what I think about? Taco Bell. Go Tiger Sharks. They love you. Taco Bell and Tiger Sharks, they go hand to hand. I'm telling you, all you people down in Port St. Joe, they got DoorDash, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Go support Taco Bell. They're big-time supporters of the Tiger Sharks. We got 3 great locations, Taco Bell's in Panama City Beach, Callaway, and, of course, the big one down there in Tiger Shark land. We'll have Coach Tanner on tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And also, we're talking about great places. Go watch the Miami FSU game. I'll tell you what right now, buddy, that Cajun place, you cannot beat it. Tommy, I got to get you down there. Yeah, I know you're going to be at the game this weekend, so we can't do it this weekend, but we got to get down there. And, Jeremy, you got to go. The wings are incredible. 50-cent wings. All you got to do, walk in there, wear your game jerseys, your colors, have a wonderful time. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. The food's incredible. TVs, 27-plus TVs all around. The place is packed out always. This is what Jan and Trudy do. They're giving back to the community right now. We know in the summertime we can't get in there. It takes about an hour wait. So they're doing this for the community, and they're great people. They are outstanding people. Now, they're going to open it up at 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings, give you time to get in there and watch. They have a brunch for you. You get in there and watch game day, watch the picks and everything, listen to Saban. And then the games kick off. If LSU's playing, they score a touchdown, and you got your LSU shirt on, you go up there and go, can I please get my free Jell-O shot? And they'll do it. Now, on Sundays, they got the North Shore Jazz Band. They're incredible. They play 10 to 12. Then, when the NFL package starts, the Saints score a touchdown, same thing. Have your shirt on, go up there and ask for a free Jell-O shot, they'll give it to you. That Cajun place, Thomas Drive, beautiful Panama City Beach. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. Rick, we love you down there. You do a great job. Also, my man, this guy is a legend. He graduated from Mosley High School. Yeah. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason started that company from scratch. Family owned. They have knocked a home run. They've expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. If you want to save money on your power bill, you go with Stevenson Air Conditioning.
Look them up, put it on your speed dial, because
yes,
you're probably going to need them.
Yeah, and if it breaks down anytime during the night, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Go local, go Stevenson Air Conditioning. We're right back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
The problem is execution. He's not developing the players Monday through Friday. He gets up there on the podium and says all these great things. Everybody knows Billy's a great guy, and I agree he is. but he's not a head coach for the SEC. He's way in over his head.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey Gator fans, bring your family and friends to Rocket Lanes, home of the Panhandle Gator Club. While you enjoy Gator football watch parties in the sports bar with fellow Gators, your family and friends can enjoy bowling, roller skating, and the many entertaining electronic games. All Gator fans are also welcome to attend the Panhandle Gator Club meetings, 6 p.m. every second Tuesday of the month at the same location. Follow Gator gatherings all year long at panhandlegatorclub.com. Go Gators!
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit coxpools.com or call 850-235-7957.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU kickoff this Saturday night, 6:30. Cannot wait on ABC. Tommy, I want to ask you this: what time are you heading over there?
I don't have a parking pass, which that's a big deal for me. So I got to go early to park. I'm gonna probably park at the Civic Center, and they have a shuttle down to the stadium, or we'll walk, depending on
how far a walk is that?
It's only less than a mile.
Yeah,
it's downhill, but coming back, it's uphill.
Mm-hmm. I just get on that shuttle.
Yeah, we normally get on the shuttle, but you got to get there because that will fill up. So I'm going to try to be there right in there.
Wildcat, give me my media pass parking. Give it to him.
Yeah, the one
you
that
want
all access.
How much money you got?
That worked good.
How much money you got? Alabama.
I know when my nephew lets us come to the game and parking passes, and he sent me the tickets. I opened the thing real quick and said, "Oh God, parking pass is not in here." But he's coming, though. So
now, when you have to get in those suites like that, do you have a thing you had to put over your neck to get in it?
No, you just go into the where all the coaches where we go in that time.
Yeah.
You go in right there, and they check you, put an armband on you, and you just go up the elevator to the third floor.
Do y'all get to see any of the coaches when you do that? Or
no, they're all busy. They're already out. They're gone. But anyway, you get there and then just go in there.
All right. When you get up there, do they serve y'all food, or do you have to pre-order that? I don't know. Tommy, Jeremy, how do they do it at Tuscaloosa? I can't remember. I've only been up there once.
Yeah, I think it's pre-order. I think you've got options that your suite there that you can put in.
Trey and this. He's got I think three partners, but they order the food's already there when you get there, and they'll bring some in as it goes down. But they order what they want. And it's not.
Do you keep the glass open, or do you keep it closed?
We opened it up.
Yeah.
At first
it's hot, isn't it, with it open?
Yeah, but it's air conditioned, so it's not
bad.
No, not at all. Yeah. Not at all.
And can you still hear the noise altogether?
Well, heck, yeah, you're right. We're right in front of the student section.
You can feel the noise.
We see all kind of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah. And then after the game, they got their own parking there, right?
Yeah, he does. I mean, the way where he parks, he can just zip out, and if it was me, I'd zip out and get on Pensacola and just head straight out. Yeah. But I'll have to go all the way up to Civic Center, and then it'll be 1 o'clock or so.
How much is his box hold? How many people can get in?
21.
Wow, that's a big one.
It's not that big. I mean, I don't think it's that big, but
yeah.
I think he's got 7 tickets.
Do you like what they've done now that you've seen it all?
I've not been into. Next time I go there, I will get Ronnie Hurds, who that's his contact with the Seminole Boosters, and we'll get him to. I want to get him to, show us. I want especially want to go into football operations. I've not been in that yet. Where it's going to be complete real soon.
Yeah, I saw the Walsinghams the other day, and I hadn't seen him in a while. But I don't know if you know. Do they still take their bus over there and back? You ever see them?
No, I'm sure the Seminole Boosters do, but yeah. I'm not.
No, he got his own bus.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he probably does. Yeah.
I guess he is still going.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into FH. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. The point spread is 4.5, which I think is. I was kind of surprised. I thought it'd be 7-10, but it's not. So it didn't play in Tallahassee. They haven't won in Tallahassee since 2019. Miami's always found a way to lose in Tallahassee. So we'll see. As you said, 6:30 Central Time. It's on ABC. Kurt Herbstreit will be doing the play-by-play. That's going to be. Really,
he's leaving his dog home though.
I hope so. It might not make out.
He didn't want to get speared.
They would probably get him. But one thing, real quick, FSU soccer. They play tomorrow night. At 7 o'clock Central Time, they're playing Miami in soccer. So that'll be something tomorrow night in Tallahassee, soccer, women's soccer. And I'm sure a lot of people go to that since they'll be in town for the Miami game. But there'll be somewhere around 100 recruits in for the game. There's several recruits that they're really trying to flip, like the kid that we just talked about that played for Milton, Caden Hall. The kid, he played quarterback for Milton, but he's going to be a DB in college. But 6'3", big kid. He's going to be he's a great player. And I think Coach Williams said he's the number one player as an athlete in the state of Florida, that's saying something.
Yeah, he could.
But he was a good player. I was impressed. They have on War Chant. They have one of the riders is George Henshaw. He coached with Coach Bow when he first came there for about 4 or 5 years, and he coached in the NFL and all. But he does he does a writing about the game, every game. So he wrote some interesting stuff about. He said that Miami, of course, is more talented on the offense and defense lines than FSU, and He made an interesting statement, which he said that we do not have to be better than them. We just need to make sure it's not a big advantage for them, which is pretty good statement. And when you look at their offensive line, they say that Miami is the number one offensive line in the nation.
They're huge,
and the defensive line is not bad either.
Yeah,
and I think when you look at Carson Beck, who's their quarterback. And I know he's been in big games in Georgia, and he's heard all this crowd noise, but I think after you hear the War Chant after about 7 million times, it gets to you after a while. And so, and I think if they can get to Carson Beck somehow, they're gonna need to probably put some, because they play zone a lot, and if you give him time in zone, he's gonna pick them apart. But I'm hoping that they've got some stunts that they can get to him some and put a little pressure on him. But in FSU, when you look at their offense, I think they'll be able to score some on Miami. I really do. Now defense, I don't know whether they're going to be able to stop them or not. That's going to be the key. I think the whole key goes down to how well the defense can play, and the defensive line. They've got to play better than they did against Virginia. But
they got to stop the run.
Yeah,
they got to stop. Make him throw. I don't think he's a great passer.
I don't either. And he's not. He don't run the ball a whole lot either. Right. So that's a big plus for FSU.
Yeah,
they're not concerned about that, but. And I saw a lot of the oracles say it's going to be a bloodbath, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised because there's not a lot of love lost between FSU and Miami. Even FSU and Florida, there's a little bit of saneness with when they play, but when Miami plays, I mean Miami, they got some. Yeah, they got some mouths. They don't, and FSU does too. It's both sides.
Did you see? I mean, Cristobal was offensive line coach for Saban, Alabama, and they had that. There when they recruit, you have to be a certain height and weight to even be looked at. No matter how good you are, if you're not this, Saban don't want you. Mm-hmm. There's a standard he wants. And Cristobal's taking it to Miami. They are huge.
Yeah,
this might be the biggest offensive line in college football this year. I'm not sure about that. They're one of the best. If they're not the best, they're one of the best, and they do a good job. They can run the football.
Yeah.
That's the reason I say they got to load the box, shut it down. I'm like you. I think you play man coverage against them.
I hope so. You can't just have those holes there where you give Carson Beck time to find them because they'll get open. I mean, you can't.
And he can't run like you said, so if they do get pressure on him, they can get some sacks. But if they can run down the field, run the football, keep FSU's offense off the sideline, we ain't got a chance.
And I think it's going to be really important FSU if they can start out and get ahead of them.
Yeah, start fast.
Start fast because if they get behind 14-0. That just keys Miami up.
You look who Miami's played. They have not played anybody with all this misdirection like Gus is going to have. So you would think that's going to be an advantage for FSU.
Yeah, that was another thing that George Henshaw said, that they've not played an offense like FSU's offense so far. So it's misdirection, all that crazy stuff.
If the quarterback's on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great game. I feel good about FSU.
I do too. I mean, I think they got a chance. I mean, no doubt about it. Hey, let me tell you before you go, the last time Miami played, I was at the game, and I was in the box with Trey and them, and Miami was beating FSU. So I told Trey, I said, if Miami scores a touchdown, I'm out of here. They scored a touchdown, I left. Went out there, and as I started walking to my car, I heard this noise. I got in my car and drove off. Trey called me and says, "We just beat him." I said, "There's no way FSU won," but they did. So I'm going to say the whole time.
But you did beat the crowd getting home.
Yeah, I got the crowd.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We love the locals. Steve Burdishaw is incredible. He's a swim. Tommy, you know Steve.
Oh, yeah.
He was a swim coach, still is a swim coach at Mosley. They've been in business since 1979. They're that good. If you're looking for a good bike, and these electrical bikes are taking over the world, they got new ones, they got used ones. They can work on yours. They can do anything. They got helmets. They got it all. It's a great place. It's right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. If you're looking for a bike, you got to get one. Chad Mitchell said, this is great for older people. Maybe people with heart and stuff. They get out there and you ride those bikes.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah, definitely wear a helmet. But then when you get tired, you get worn out, you put turn the electricity on and it get you back. He said it's big. I think he's going to get one. You need to go do it, man. Get down to Steve's Bike Shop. You'll be glad you did. Also, I want to thank John and Sharp for the FSU update. Love them. They got 4 wonderful locations. Newbies 2 on the Curve. That's where we got to watch all NFL games, college footballs. Head on down to the mothership. Kathy, Charlotte, Will, they're going to have the best entertainment every Friday and Saturday night. Get out to Newbies, have a great time there. They got a new one over in town, St. Andrews, Blue Facility. You can sit outside, look at the water, look at the moon, have a great time there. John, he's been having back problems and stuff, but his hips are messed up. I think he's having a hip replacement now. I think that's going to help him out a lot. But he looks like he can still play. Yeah. They were going to go the game, but him having, I don't know now. I'm not sure if they're going to be going or not. But anyway, get out to Newbies, have a great time. I got one more, no. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. The legendary Dr. Chad Mitchell. He's been on Bay County sidelines for 26 years. Nobody does that anymore. The legendary Chad Mitchell. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. If you get injured anyway, you call Chad Mitchell, make an appointment. They'll get you in there quickly. They'll take care of you. He is the best. People come from miles around to get operated on him. He's one of the first doctors around here ever be trained in robotic surgery. He can do it. There's no doubt about that. And speaking of another wonderful, outstanding doctor, Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. I don't care where you're at in Florida right now. If you hear our voice, there's an office near you. Listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. We're going to pick a few high school games. We're also going to talk about Saturdays down south. They're already going to tell you where your favorite SEC team will play in a bowl game. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening.
Coming up on October 31st, it's the Cal G Squires inaugural golf tournament benefiting the Angel House Bereavement Center, the only provider of clinical grief counseling in Bay County. Costumes are encouraged for this fun day at Bay Point. Prizes for a hole-in-one, longest drive, closest to the pin, and best costume. To register you or your team, go to angelhousebci.org.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 87 with a moderate breeze around 15 miles per hour coming out of the east-northeast. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 71. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a temperature near 84. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 83 and a variety of mostly clouds and light rain. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Are you looking to invest in rare coins and precious metals? Well, look no further. Coin and Bullion Reserves is Bay County's trusted source for rare coins and precious metals. Located in the heart of Panama City, our showroom is stocked with a vast selection of gold and silver bullion, rare coins, and currency. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned collector, we have what you're looking for. Our sales staff has over 50 years of experience to help guide you through your purchase. Come and visit Coin and Bullion Reserves today and build your collection with confidence.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're going to do these high school football picks pretty quick today. Jeremy, last week you were 6-9. Tommy, you were 6-9. I was actually 6-9. The winner last week was Jason Kovaleski. He had 7-9 on our high school picks. All right, let's go. Rutherford versus Port St. Joe. Is it Tommy Oliver? I don't know which way to go with this. A big district. No, it's not. Big game for Rutherford. They got to win last week. They might win their district. Who you got?
Sharks. Bounce back after Bozeman.
Tommy?
Take the Rams.
Oh, wait a minute. I put that in the wrong place. Rams. Heck. Give me a second. Rutherford.
2-hour show, Coach.
That's in Panama City, right?
Yeah. Sneeze at Bluntstown. You love Sneeze now. Jeremy, you got Sneeze?
Tigers.
I got Bluntstown.
Big.
Bluntstown, Tommy?
God, no doubt they'll kill them.
Graceful, Vernon. I'm going new. I don't know.
I'm going new.
I don't know what
was
do.
that pick?
Who you got?
I'm taking Graceful.
I'm going to take Graceful. Somebody gets a win.
Yeah.
I go Graceful, too. Destin, Pensacola Catholic. I'm going Pat Catholic.
Catholic.
Tommy?
I thought you said Destin and Bozeman. Is Catholic?
Destin has Pensacola Catholic.
Okay. Catholic.
I'll take Catholic without a doubt.
Okay. South Walton, Choctaw.
Choctaw.
North Bay Haven, Mariana.
Mariana.
You sure now? North Bay Haven's on a roll.
North Bay Haven and Mariana.
Mariana.
I take Mariana.
Bozeman versus Destin. I got Bozeman.
You got Destin twice now. You got Destin and Catholic.
You said Catholic. That's what.
Oh, crap.
You said Bozeman first.
Let me check.
I do have. Check that. She has
Let
twice.
me check that real quick. Okay. They're playing split squad at Destin this week. I don't know.
Julie, what did you do? That's right.
It's probably Catholic.
All right. Bozeman, it may be. Okay, Bozeman is off this week, according to Max Preps.
It's probably Catholic.
So that's what's.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Catholic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to be right.
That may be next week's pick. And then this week is Destin Catholic.
Okay, so we got that one.
Yep.
All right. Weewall Liberty.
Bulldogs. Yeah.
Weewall Liberty. I'm taking
Arnold versus South Walton. Arnold versus Walton.
All right. I'll take the Braves.
Walton.
Okay. All right. I think that's all of them. I'm going to go Port St. Joe. I don't know. I'm going to hold off on that until tomorrow. All right, let's jump into this. And we got to get at 8 o'clock, we got the Alabama update. 8:15, we got Andy Bertram. But right now, I wanted to cover this with you guys. This is, and tell me what you think. This is no way away. And it's real early, but I love watching this stuff. Rose Bowl, this is Saturdays down south. Rose Bowl, number 1 seed, Ohio State versus winner of 8 and 9. I agree with that. Everybody, y'all, I think so.
Yep.
Orange Bowl, Miami. Miami win the ACC versus winner 7-10.
Will anybody go to the?
Tommy says, hold on, not so fast.
Well, I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Okay. Cotton Bowl, Oregon.
Mm-hmm. Oregon. Okay. Who are they playing?
Winner of 6 and 7. I'll tell you that in a minute.
Huh. Yeah, I could see that. They survived the whiteout here, so yeah.
Sugar Bowl, Alabama. They got Bama winning the SEC going to Sugar Bowl. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I'm not so fast on that one. I'm telling you right now, watch out for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm not. Jury's still out on that.
Yeah. All right, Citrus Bowl, they got Tennessee playing Michigan. In the Quest Bowl, they got Texas playing Nebraska. Gator Bowl, they got Missouri playing Notre Dame. Music City, this is going to get him in hot water if this happens. LSU versus Illinois. There's a lot of pressure. Yeah, there's a lot of. Illinois is good. They got beat 63-10 by Indiana. The next week, they beat USC. And USC's offense looks really good. Now, defense is the same old question, but that blew my mind. They got beat that bad by Indiana. Indiana must be really good, or maybe just Illinois had a bad day. I don't know. All right, Mayo Bowl. Will this make the Auburn people happy? Auburn versus Duke. That means he's won 6 or 7 games. I think he's got 6 games. I don't know if he survived winning 6.
Well, Charlotte's a beautiful city.
Texas Bowl, you got Vandy versus TCU. Liberty Bowl, Mississippi State versus Cincinnati, and that's it. That's it out of the SEC. All the other ones, you're staying home. Florida Gators, you're not going anywhere.
What about FSU? Are they in there?
I've got FSU on this next one. They did not have FSU. This is USA Today. Mm-hmm. USA Today has playoff games. This is playoff games at home. Tulane at Georgia. Texas at Penn State. Iowa State at Ole Miss. Notre Dame at Indiana. A lot of SEC schools, okay?
Notre Dame at Indiana, that'd be good.
I hope USA Today's got this right, because in the Cotton Bowl, they got Oregon versus Penn State. And Penn State beats Texas. They got the Sugar Bowl, Alabama playing Ole Miss. Ole Miss beats Iowa State. In the Rose Bowl, number 1 Ohio State versus Notre Dame. They beat Indiana, so you got a rematch for the national championship game. In the Orange Bowl, they got Miami playing Georgia. Georgia beats Tulane. So I wouldn't mind that happening.
That'd be a good
If
game.
Alabama goes to Sugar Bowl, I don't care what it costs. I'm going. I like going to Sugar Bowl. Fiesta Bowl on January 8th. You got Oregon playing Alabama. That means Oregon beat Penn State. Alabama beats Ole Miss. The Peach Bowl, they've got Georgia. Georgia beats Miami. They're playing Ohio State. Notre Dame national championship game. Alabama versus Ohio State.
Man, they're...
Wow. I don't know about that happening.
No.
I don't know about it. I'd be in heaven. That'd be great if it happens. Here's the rest of what USA Today thinks is going to happen. Mayo Bowl, South Carolina versus Duke. Liberty Bowl, Auburn versus Tennessee. Citrus Bowl, LSU versus Michigan. Quest Bowl, Oklahoma versus Illinois. Music City, Missouri versus Nebraska. Birmingham Bowl, Mississippi State versus South Florida. Texas Bowl, Texas A&M versus Utah. Gator Bowl, Tennessee versus Louisville. And the Gasparilla Bowl, Vandy versus Memphis. That would be interesting if that happens. I like the Saturday Down South knows more about the SEC, I think, than the USA Today. I don't think the USA Today thing's going to happen at all, but I would be really pleased if it did. Oh, how much time? Okay, let's take a break. We get back. Jeremy's going to have the Alabama update for you. Right now, let's talk about roofing. If you're looking for a roof, you don't have a place but look local. This family is legendary. The mother is unbelievable. She was been administrator for years, city commissioner at Lynn Haven. Judy Vandegrift's a legend. Her husband's even bigger name than she is. How many years was Don the coach over there at Jinx?
Since Jinx was first formed.
Yeah, I think
back in 1895.
I think you're right. He is Jinx. They need to name something after him over
Great
there.
guy. He's been there a long time. Good athlete director.
And they've produced some outstanding kids. No doubt about that. Kyle started the TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it. They build it, commercial, residential. They do great work. Now, you got insurance companies calling you now, and they go, hey, look, your roof is 15 years old. We're not going to service this unless you get something done. Well, call Vandy Roofing. They know they know everything about insurance. They know about everything. They'll come out
Take care of the paperwork.
They'll do everything.
Everything.
They'll come out. They'll put a brand new roof on there. You'll be proud of. They are unbelievable. Listen to Kyle Vandegrift every Friday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Another great local guy is Patrick. I tell you, Pat does a great job. Turf Pro Pest Control, #1, not even close. You want that yard to look like a beautiful, beautiful golf course? He can make it happen for real. Now, you got bugs getting your house, he can make them go away for good. They are the best at what they do. They're local. His beautiful daughter goes to Mosley High School. She was in the court. She's a great young cheerleader over there. Go Turf Pro Pest Control. Call Patrick. They'll come out and take care of you. I think that's about it for right now. We'll be right back. Jeremy, Alabama update. And hopefully we'll get Auburn's open, but I think we got Andy lined up. Be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is on the street. Join us live on location this Saturday night at Lone Star Boyle House and Sports Bar for your Miami Hurricanes at the Florida State Seminoles. The atmosphere is going to be wild and plenty of choice eats with the locals' favorite for seafood. Plus, you can win a pair of tickets to see the Jaguars. Score an ESPN Northwest Florida t-shirt and station stash. It's Canes versus Knowles at Lone Star Boyle House Saturday night with 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 87 with a moderate breeze around 15 miles per hour coming out of the east-northeast. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 71. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a temperature near 84. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 83 and a variety of mostly clouds and light rain. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
WPLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lumen. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Reliable Coffee Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Coffee Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Mothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Coffee Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? To the end zone, touchdown, Georgia!
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Alabama update. Brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1, not even close. Locals taking care of locals. If it breaks down during the night, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll get out there quickly. They'll solve all issues. They are local. They're the best, no doubt about that. Speaking of local, we're going to have the crew down here at the Lone Star Bowl House in Panama City. Kickoff of the party starts around 6 o'clock. Come by and say hello. We're going to be giving away things. It's going to be a big party down there. Watch the FSU Miami. Wear your different. If you're FSU, wear your shirts. Miami people, wear yours. We're going to have a great time. Kickoff of the game is at 6:30. Join us, and you'll see the big van down
All the
ESPN
guys down
van.
there from the Blitz are going to be there. They're going to have some swag to give away. They're going to give away a pair of tickets
That's enough.
to Jaguars game.
That's enough.
Okay. All that
All
stuff.
right, let's get into Jeremy Pridgeon's Alabama update.
Well, arguably the hottest coach in the Southeastern Conference has declared that dynasties are over. Lane Kiffin, when he was speaking about the 9-game schedule, said, Saban had all those years where we had the rosters that were stacked. Kirby's done the same thing. He said, but with the 9th game, with Oklahoma, with Texas added, it's done. So let's take a look at where we are even before we get to the 9-game schedule and just see what's what here. If we would have said in the month of June or July on this show that on October 2nd, the 5 teams that are undefeated in the Southeastern Conference were Ole Miss, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, and Vanderbilt, we've been laughed out of Bay County. And that's exactly what we're looking at.
Especially the last one.
Especially the last one. Those are your 5 undefeated teams that survived September unscathed. Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Texas, and Mississippi State all have 1 loss. Now, Alabama's is a non-conference loss, of course, to FSU. But the others are in conference play here. Go to a 9-game schedule, and you're going to add an additional win and an additional loss to each of these programs. So I think Kiffin is going to be right in his prophecy here. The sort of blue bloods, and it's interesting hearing your bowl predictions. Texas A&M's undefeated, and one of those had them falling all the way to the Gator Bowl by the end of the season here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a catastrophic collapse if you're in College Station.
Yeah.
Because hope springs eternal right now.
So was Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're about to, in the biblical sense, separate the wheat from the chaff.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that was a wise move by the commissioner? I know it's all about money, and the Big Ten putting the pressure on us to do what they do. Is it to top to bottom? This is still the toughest conference in the college football. I think the top is us at the Big Ten. I think they're at the top. They are, but overall conference, I think we are. And you're right. We're going to be firing coaches left and right. People are not going to change their beliefs. They still think you should win every single game. DeBoer is going to have a hard time in Alabama. Because of that. Whoever they hire at Florida is going to have a hard time because of what Lane's right. FSU just lost to Virginia right there, and we're seeing. Every week there's somebody getting beat. We had 4 of the top 8 lose.
That's right.
Should we have done that? No. Why didn't we just keep it at 8?
Yep. I think money was behind it, but it was the wrong move. So that. But against the backdrop of that, we do have Alabama Vanderbilt this Saturday at 2:30. Now Alabama's coming in off of a great win at Sanford Stadium. They did everything they needed to do to get out of there, particularly converting on 3rd down and not getting behind the chains. The play calling kept Georgia off balance. Defensively, they could not get Alabama off the field. That allowed Alabama to milk the clock. They got an early lead. They were able to withstand pushes from Georgia. So a complete game for Alabama. Yes, you can nitpick some things, but you go into Athens at night, you get out of there with a win. Don't sweat the small stuff.
The offensive coordinator of Alabama is incredible.
Yeah. The last play to seal the deal where he motioned Simpson away to create the separation, and it was ball game. It was over.
He was unreal.
14-0, it calmed that crowd down real fast, didn't it?
Real fast.
It took them out of the action.
That shocked me.
Yeah. So as a result of that and as a result of FSU's lost game day heading to Tuscaloosa this Saturday, as Alabama takes on Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, one of those that we mentioned, undefeated, 5-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference. So let's look at that a little bit. Here are their 5. Charleston Southern, 45-3. Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, 44-20. South Carolina, 31-7. Absolutely dismantled
at South Carolina.
At Columbia.
Yeah.
Georgia State, 70-21. And then an interesting game last week, Utah State, 55-35. So Utah State, with their kind of quirky offense, was able to put up enough points. They just couldn't stay with them, I think, defensively. Diego Pavia had his case with the NCAA. The Federal Appeals Court yesterday dismissed the case that the NCAA was bringing, that he should not have been eligible, and they said it was moot because the NCAA has really made it where you get 4 years at Division I. He's had 2 years basically of junior college starting back at 2020. So he's 24 years old. He's been around the block. Yeah,
he's a man.
He is. He's given some bulletin board material to Alabama. If we play our game, it won't be close.
It's not going to be close the other way.
I'll tell you right now, he might be right.
Yeah.
We better play defensively, I'm telling you.
He could be. It will be, I think, a rather high-scoring ball game. I don't think Alabama wants that. As 24 points against Georgia was pretty good, but I still thought it was a little low. Probably could have gotten more, but this may be a track meet. Last year, everybody remembers, for the first time in 40 years, Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. Remember, Kiffin was having a post-game conference, and he actually paused the conference to watch it happening.
We're seeing history
right here. Yeah. and that game was just a house of horrors for Alabama. Coming off of the big win at Georgia in Bryant-Denny last year, they go to Nashville, and this is where DeBoer is going to have to show his salt as a guy who can motivate and get the team ready to play when the expectations are that they should take care of business.
Yeah.
At home, Vanderbilt undefeated, but hopefully the sour taste that they had leaving Nashville will kind of be part of the motivation for Saturday. Alabama all-time 63-19-4 against Vanderbilt. The first meeting goes back all the way to 1903.
Wow.
Vanderbilt 30, Alabama 0. And Alabama's, of course, won 9 of the last 10, but this is not your typical Vandy. So the one good thing about the internet is you can go back and things remain out here a long time. The one bad thing about the internet is that things remain out there a long time. So this is Paul Feinbaum from 2010. Okay, 2010. Headline of the article. It's time to kick Vanderbilt out of the Southeastern Conference.
Senator Paul Feinbaum.
Senator Paul Feinbaum here. Yeah. He says, the time has come to end this silly nonsense. The last 2 weeks, Vanderbilt football in the Southeastern Conference. And he goes through all of the hire issues they have with Bobby Johnson and such. But there's this great line that I always love. He tells this story. He says, remember the old joke about the public address announcer years ago who said at halftime, well, the lady who left her 11 kids at Dudley Field, please pick them up. They're beating Vanderbilt 14-0.
Oh, my God.
That is funny.
That was good. That was pretty good. I like that.
Oh.
So, and we've seen this where you go to Nashville, the visiting team brings more fans. Alabama's got more people in the parking lot tailgating than Vanderbilt has in the stadium. Even this past weekend, the Memorial Stadium's half empty as they're playing Georgia State.
Yeah.
So it's this contrast of a really good football team in a town with a school that's history is just not supportive.
Right.
And so the doormat of the SEC is now, at least this Saturday, and equal with Alabama So much that ESPN is bringing game day to Tuscaloosa for this.
And Johnny
Never
Manziel,
in your life would you expect
Johnny
to see this.
Manziel, Mr. Football, is going to be on the sidelines of Vandy. Did you see that?
Yes, Manziel is all Vandy at this point here.
He loves that quarterback.
Mhm.
Probably,
He's probably giving the pregame speech.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think we're going to have a hard time stopping their offense. I really do.
Yeah.
Our offense better be on. We better protect the quarterback. We got to make big play. We can't drop pass. But if you go back to last year, though, the pick six early in the game.
Early.
Remember the penalties we got?
Penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
And that went to the Tennessee game. It went on
the discipline.
all year. Now, did you see the article? I can't remember which player it was. They interviewed him. He goes, Coach has changed. He's kind of out of character. He doesn't like raising his voice. He doesn't like getting on us. He said, but we can see a change. He's getting more hard on us and stuff like that. He's doing whatever he has to do to get us to play. It was really interesting what the kids said.
So
what it used to be like. You got to be hard-nosed to coach Alabama.
Well, and that first year, you have to sort of feel your way in, and I think he had to kind of dip his toe in the water for somebody, particularly who had not been in the Southeast.
Everybody loves him this week.
Yeah.
You better win.
It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, better win.
But 2:30 Saturday, and it's kind of up for the taking. If Alabama shows up, this should go the way of the Crimson Tide.
In the past, any quarterback could run, gave Bama problems.
Now, I will tell you, the X factor here, Ty Simpson is showing much better leadership ability than Jalen Milroe did this time last year.
No doubt.
And that may be the difference. He won the ball team over in the last couple of weeks.
We got a lot of injuries on the defense side of the ball. Offensively, hopefully, we're going to have to score a lot of points. We got to score quickly and get a big, start out of the gates really strong.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people we have. We got so many. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. You want the best seafood, ice cold beer. It's the J. Michael's Restaurant, the legendary. Listen, they've got burgers as big. You wouldn't believe how big they are. The best on Panama City Beach. Heck, the best in Bay County. Today special is the burger. I'm not going to tell you how much it's off because I can't remember, but it's a really good deal. It's their special. Go check it out today. I think you'll love it. Also, don't forget about our great friends over there in Lynn Haven. I love Russ and Amber. How many days to Christmas?
You have exactly 84 days till Christmas, no pun intended, but it is time for you to get a new watch battery also. And they will clean and inspect your jewelry for free. And if you want to design something special, one of a kind, just in time for Christmas, there's plenty of time to do that at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes to get checked out, head to toe. Call Dr. Ward. If you're listening right now in the Panhandle, Florida, you can go see the man. He's a legend down here. Listen to him on our radio station, 104.3, every Wednesday at 7:30. We'll be right back. Hopefully, Andy Burcham, War Eagle. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
And I thought Jackson Dart played well enough to keep them in the game. Jackson Dart, I like what I saw. So did his head coach.
I'm glad we got him.
I can't imagine what Russ is thinking on the sidelines. It's like, oh, boy.
So happy I made this possible for him.
Yeah.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 87 with a moderate breeze around 15 miles per hour coming out of the east-northeast. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 71. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a temperature near 84. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 83 and a variety of mostly clouds and light rain. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida.
That boot store reminds you, football weather means colder weather can't be far off. Now's a great time to shop for those winter work coats, shirts, and shoes. Janice and Irene, along with the staff, welcome you to stop by and shop for the whole family at that boot store. Remember Joe's motto, always put Jesus first in your life. Open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 on Friday and Saturday. That boot store, next to Billboard Kia on 15th Street, Panama City.
Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwest Florida is asking men to step up. So many boys are in need of a positive role model. If you can spend a little time each month doing something simple like tossing a football or grabbing lunch, you can change a life. Call 850-433-KIDS or visit BeTheBig.org to become a Big Brother today.
College football isn't life and death. It's much more important than that. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. And now, War Eagle. Live from the J. Michaels Studio, it's the Auburn Update on the Coach James Hale Show with the voice of the Auburn Tigers, Andy Burcham. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mention all you Auburn fans like I did that listen to this every single day. Did the Segrets go out to College Station today? Did they go?
I don't think they did.
Okay. Yeah. I know they got that grandbaby now.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring him on. The voice, the legendary voice of Auburn Tiger, Andy Burcham. Good morning, Andy.
Morning, James.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Looking forward to an open weekend, watching some good football, and then getting ready for Georgia next week.
You know what? The heck with Auburn football. I want to talk about you. What do you do when you're off? Is your wife like, who are you? I mean, you're the only guy I know. I don't think there's many of them do this. You do football, basketball, and baseball. I mean, you don't get a break. What do you do during your open week?
In the past, we've come to the beach.
Well, come on down.
Believe me, we're going to miss that. We decided to stay home this year, and we've got family that live in Auburn now, so we'll spend some time with family and just kind of take it easy. We could use a weekend of no game. We don't get many of these between now and the end of June, so we're going to take advantage of it and have a good time.
Well, good. You deserve it. Let me ask something, too, because people wonder about stuff like this. When you go on the road like that, you're gone all the time from home, traveling, does she ever get to go with you? It's like, I know maybe a bowl game, but what about like the regular season? Does your wife ever get to go with you to these games?
She will go to an occasional game. Basketball season, she may make a couple trips, especially if they're driving trips. And she'll make at least one baseball road trip with me. And football, she was at Baylor, so she enjoyed the trip to Waco. And yeah, but when it comes to the postseason, bowl games, that type of thing, she's right there. She loves it.
Well, Andy, I tell you, if you need a spotter, you need help with that Georgia game, I'll be glad to come up there and help you. Just let me know.
You get in line.
I knew that wouldn't go over. All right, let me ask you. You go out there, and it's the same thing offensively. On third down, no conversions. To me, that's just me. I coached a long time, but it's my opinion. I think he holds on the ball too long. Some of these sacks are not on the offensive line. Has Hugh Freeze addressed this? Have they mentioned anything about what they can do to improve the offense performance, especially the quarterback play? Give us a little rundown of what's happened there.
Yeah, this is obviously it's an off week, and Hugh was not with us on Tiger Talk. And let me say this right off the bat: that was planned all along. It had nothing to do with the outcome of the game at Texas A&M. The plan was always to have the coordinators on Tiger Talk on Monday, and that was the case. We had Derek Nix and DJ Durkin on Tiger Talk on Monday. Hugh Freeze, and he was on the SEC media call yesterday, as all the coaches are, and he talked about the need to reestablish the run game. And I think that's the big key for Auburn right now. And I think part of that, James, is the fact that Auburn chose not to run at A&M and to a certain degree at Oklahoma. And that has been addressed by the head coach. He talked about it after the game on Saturday. He talked about it on the SEC teleconference yesterday. And now let's see what Auburn does with that. I think Auburn has a good running game, which includes Jackson Arnold. And when Auburn has been at its best of late, it has been running the football. And I think that is something that is being addressed in practice this week and will be addressed as Auburn moves forward, first and foremost when Georgia comes to town a week from Saturday night.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was my next question. That was like Cobb ran the ball 6 times the entire game, and Arnold ran it 15. I was like, I remember last year we complained about not running the ball, but it's like they kind of got away with what was working. But defensively has been a standout, I think. I think the defense has done a great job the last 2 games in the SEC. Is everybody healthy on that side of the ball, Andy?
Yeah, for the most part, James, I believe Auburn will be more healthy when Georgia comes to town on Saturday, a week from Saturday. I think you'll see a more healthy Jake Crawford at corner. You'll see a more healthy Amaris Williams at defensive end for Auburn, and I think that's good news for this Auburn team. Listen, against A&M, Auburn gave up more yards from a running standpoint than it had given up all season long, but it gave up 1 touchdown drive, and that was the opening drive of the game for Texas A&M. And in talking with DJ Durkin about that drive, Auburn had 2 breakdowns on the 2 explosive plays, the 2 big plays, the run and the pass. And beyond that, I thought Auburn's defense, and in Auburn's 2 losses on the road, at 2 teams that are now in the top 10, by the way, in Oklahoma and A&M. In both of those games, Auburn's defense played well enough to win on the road in the Southeastern Conference. I think that's the bottom line.
And they were on the field. They were on the field a lot against A&M. I mean, the offense did not help at all.
And what was odd about that, at halftime, the time of possession was basically even. It changed in the third quarter.
Yeah.
That's when, and although A&M, after that opening drive by A&M, they kicked field goals.
Yeah.
The rest of that ball game on Saturday. I thought Auburn's defense gave Auburn a chance to win that ball game, period.
Yeah, 177 total offense the entire game. A&M had 417.
Yeah.
Penalties, Auburn had 10, but only 9 first downs, no third down conversions. I take my hat off to the defense. They're playing hard. They're doing a great job. And everything I see, it looks like it can be fixed. I mean, just most quarterbacks, you get back there and you get the reads and get rid of the football. Even if it's incomplete, you're okay. Tuck it and run it, but the sacks, you can't keep getting sacks, getting behind the stick. So they got to get that corrected. I think Jeremy.
Auburn gave up.
Go ahead. Andy.
Auburn gave up 9 of those at Oklahoma, and then late in the ball game when Auburn had to drive on those last 2 drives in the fourth quarter, and in both of those, you got a chance to win the ball game. Again, Auburn gave up sacks, and that can't continue. The penalties is what drives me crazy.
Yeah.
The penalties are killing Auburn. In Auburn's first half, guys, and I'll get it right back to you. Auburn had the ball 7 times in the first half. Saturday against Texas A&M had a penalty 5 of those drives and could not overcome that in each of those 5 drives.
Yeah.
Andy, Jeremy, good morning. Always good to catch up with you. Looking ahead here, Coach Dye would say there's 2 games at the end. The key to success at coaching at Auburn is there's 2 games at the end of the year. You better split them, but don't drop that last one very often. And, of course, he was talking about Georgia and Alabama. Now that's been moved here now for some years to this kind of mid-season. It's still, one of those games that's circled on the calendar. Georgia's had the upper hand, but Saturday night in Sanford Stadium showed that they are not invincible. We're going to talk about it because it's this week, next week. But speak a little bit about Auburn, Georgia. Particularly with this new place that's found kind of midpoint of the season, and what that game means to this program and really to both teams.
Well, it has become a lopsided rivalry of late, as you mentioned. Auburn hasn't beaten Georgia since October 11th, I believe it was, in 2017. And that was that regular season game, and then 2 weeks later, Auburn beat Alabama and then played Georgia in the SEC championship game. And if Auburn wins that ball game, by the way, in Atlanta in 2017, Auburn's in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Let's remember how well that team was playing down the stretch. Some injuries killed Auburn late. But the last time Auburn beat Georgia was that game. And although Georgia has dominated this series from a wins-losses standpoint and has dominated Auburn in Athens. The games in Auburn have been very, very tight, including 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a night game at Auburn. And guys, for whatever reason, night games at Auburn now are taking on a mystique. Those mid-afternoon games, that old 2:30 CBS time slot, now ABC or Disney or whatever you want to call it, is still big because it's the original primetime game for college football, right? That 2:30 game.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what, folks get ramped up for the night games here now. And they've got the light show going, and there's just a different vibe at Jordan-Hare Stadium at night. And Georgia comes here next Saturday night. It will either be 6, 6:30, or 6:45. Those are the three start times that we know at this point. And I think we'll probably find out either Saturday night or Sunday one of those three game times that Auburn will play. And Auburn will be coming off of a bye week, hopefully getting everybody as healthy as possible. Obviously working on the offense and making some tweaks and changes there. So this team is better from an offensive standpoint. Georgia with a very tough loss last Saturday. I expect them to take care of business against Kentucky this Saturday. It's going to be a great atmosphere here a week from Saturday.
Andy, I don't know what you think, but after watching all these games this year and looking to future schedules, if you're in the SEC and you win 9 games, I think you're doing something pretty doggone good. The days of going 12-0, 11-1, I just don't think you're going to see it anymore. They can play week in, week out the competition. And we're seeing these upsets across the board. I think they can finish out the year good. They can still have a good season. I thought they had to split one of these games, beat Baylor to have a really good year. But the more I watch it, it's balanced. Anybody can beat anybody any day.
Well, when Vanderbilt was joined Alabama this late in the season and is undefeated, it's a different day and age. It's a different day and age in the SEC. And it's kind of like it was last year in SEC basketball. I just because it's more balanced this year doesn't mean that this league is down. I think this league is incredibly strong right now. So there are no more gimmies in this league, period.
Yeah.
And that includes Kentucky at Georgia this week. But I expect Georgia to take care of business and come in here with one loss a week from Saturday.
But Kentucky always plays Georgia tough. There's no doubt about that.
That's an old rival.
Yeah. Hey, I want you to get some rest, and we enjoy listening to you on the radio, and we will talk to you next week, and take care of yourself, buddy.
My pleasure, guys. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. War Eagle.
War Eagle. Andy Burcham. And then we got another legend just walked in here, Dr. Mann. What's up, Doc?
Hi, man. Not much.
Are you selling coke now?
No, I'm working for Wabbit.
They throw you off the golf course or what?
No, I teed off on myself at 6:30, and there's nobody out there in front of me. So
you're out there playing with yourself. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. More ways than one.
You get through quicker that way, don't you?
You do.
You always
have
win,
a better
too.
score. Have a better score. Nobody can say you didn't do that.
How often did you play with the wind?
See, it wasn't too bad, actually. It wasn't that bad. Most of the holes on the backside are kind of blocked off, A
little breezy this morning.
It was. A little few gusts. Every once in a while you hit one and the gusts come up and you go, sometimes it went sideways and sometimes it didn't.
Mulligan.
Well, I know what you need to do. You need to get the Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pat Purnell, the city commissioner over there, his restaurant's incredible. You want a big party, but you want wings. What do? You call Pat and say, look, I need 100 wings, man. Friday night, we got a big thing going on. Saturday, watching FSU, Miami at my house. I need a lot of food for a lot of people. You call Pat, Beef O'Brady's, they'll take care of you. But I'll tell you what, it's better going into the restaurant. TVs everywhere. They treat you like family. Beef O'Brady, Lynn Haven. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven is the best. Not even close. Get out and have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. Now, let's talk about some local folks like Vandy Roofing. Kyle does a great job. If you're looking for a roof, you go Vandy. Call Kyle Vandergriff. They'll come out. They'll do an incredible job. Listen to Kyle Vandergriff every Friday right here
Is
on
he going to be in here tomorrow?
Yes, every Friday. He will be here. Yeah, he's doing better. He's feeling better. Everything's going good. Thank you for asking, too. And thank you for praying for him. Also, don't forget about another great local guy, Turf Pro Pest Control. They can take care of your yard. It will look like a golf course. They can also take care of your bug problem getting in the house. They'll go away for good. Patrick does a great job. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Steve Burtishaw, the coach at Mosley, swim coach, the guy is incredible. They've been in business since 1979. You're looking for a bike, and those electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got used ones, they got new ones, they work on them. They do it all at Steve's Bike Shop right across the street from Sam's. Stevenson Air Conditioner #1, not even close. I love Jason. Dr. Chad Mitchell, the legend. We'll be right back, 104.3. Speaking of the legends, man, yeah, we said it. Glenn Manley is in the building. We'll be right back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
With Lamar Jackson, seasons that he begins and ends, you can pencil in the Ravens for a dozen wins. And the fact that they haven't broken through when he's been the full-time starter since 2019 is an absolute embarrassment. They've won 27 games, including playoffs, over the last 2 years. And this team still hasn't gotten a future Hall of Famer to the Super Bowl.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle. Weekdays 5 to 7 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive across from the Navy base. And 10908 Front Beach Road.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorrento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
The #1 SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. We don't have that many games to pick on college. Last week, Jeremy, you were the king. Dr. Ward fell hard. He'd been kicking everybody's tail the whole year. He was only 6 of 12. You were 11 of 12. And that was the hardest week of picking.
Well, he has help. I mean, divine intervention.
Yeah.
The Knowles left behind dry.
Tommy, you were 8 of 12. Glenn was 7 of 12. Brian was 7 of 12. Jim Brandt had a really good game week. He picked 9 of 12. Jason was 7 of 12. I had 8. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with Wisconsin at Michigan. Michigan's had a really good week of practice. Wisconsin's had a great week of practice. I'm hearing good things about Wisconsin.
Well, that's first time this year, huh?
Who are you going with?
I'm going to take Michigan home.
You notice how he tries to sway your...
We've seen Wisconsin. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, you got them. Tommy?
Well, Michigan's only a 16.5-point favorite. I go with Michigan.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. Penn State at UCLA's got a new coach.
Oh, man.
Things are going in the right direction now. Who you got? Penn State They just had a heartbreaking loss now.
How a truly heartbreaking loss. I mean, is this game in the Rose Bowl?
Yes.
Will anybody be there?
No.
I mean, I think there'll be more people on the field
Will
than
they
in
be
the stadium.
seriously the 100,000 seat stadium? I wonder if they have 10,000 there.
They might have 10,000
for Penn State.
For Penn State, yeah. But will they even show up? I mean, this is Penn State's going to win the game. But you want to set football back 100 years? Watch this ball game.
Tommy?
I'm going to pick UCLA for an upset, but I'm not. I'm going to take Penn.
You had me there for a bit. Come back to Penn State, seriously. He can't win the big games.
He can't.
We went over his record, all those statistics, and I believed him this year.
That's why we picked Oregon last week.
No, I picked Penn State.
I picked Oregon.
I thought
Oregon did too. We both did.
I thought he was going to do it. And is it mental? What is it? He's got players.
Sometimes the margins in these big games are small, and every single time he's just coming up short.
And when you watch the first 3 quarters, it was ugly, and then they came back.
Yeah,
and then
I did.
Anyway,
the home field advantage that the Penn State fans want to give them, they just cannot seem to seize upon.
Yeah,
the big game,
110,000, whatever it was, 108,000. That's incredible. That whiteout's really impressive.
Just laid an egg at home.
You know, the bad part was that Oregon wore the white jerseys and Penn State wore the blue. So if they had worn the white jerseys, they'd have won.
Yeah, and they had the choice. They could have worn their whites and made them wear green. Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, Minnesota. I think Ohio State's really good. I mean, they of course they're ranked number 1. We all know they're good, but their defense is outstanding. They go on the road. They go a long way also and win at Washington. Washington got a pretty good ball club. Minnesota comes in there. Minnesota's really coached well. They don't have the players to match up with Ohio State, and it's at Ohio State. It's blowout.
Blowout.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's going to be
that boat they're trying to row in Minnesota got holes in it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about this one? Y'all talk about this one. Louisville's really good. They're good. The coach does a great job. They're really good on the offense side of the ball. We got to watch out for them. They're kind of a sleeper. They can make some noise. And you got Virginia just had a huge win over FSU, thanks to the officials, in my opinion. Anyway, they beat FSU. Can they keep it going?
Where's it played?
At Louisville.
Louisville.
This is going to be a good game.
Louisville really struggled at Pitt with a very mediocre Pitt team. I actually have the Cavaliers.
I'm
taking Virginia.
The Virginia quarterback.
All right.
The Virginia quarterback is the X factor, and the guy can
Chandler
play.
Morris is a heck of a good quarterback.
Yeah,
we found that out.
Glenn's got Louisville.
Can I change?
You want to?
Yeah, I'll go Virginia.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with Louisville.
Okay.
I can change tomorrow. If I want
you can, yeah. Well,
all right, you really want to go to Louisville?
Yeah, I want to go Virginia.
You want to go Virginia?
Yeah.
You'll change Sunday.
Yes.
Change
All right,
Sunday.
y'all heard it here.
Notice he grabbed that pencil, right?
That's right. That's the best wood in my bag.
So,
playing with.
Brian, he changed. Brian usually listens. He knows. All right. Belichick and his girlfriend, they're getting along really well. Everything's going good there. As far as the football team not going so well, Dabo's 1-3. There's no way Clemson loses at North Carolina, or is there?
I don't know.
No, this is going to be ugly football too. You might have more action between Greenville and Columbian High School, Friday night here. But give me the Tigers.
Big or just getting by?
Getting by. I mean, this will be a 24.
Tommy,
I will pick North Carolina if his girlfriend calls to play. I don't think she is, so I'm going to go with Clemson.
She probably calling a lot of things. All right. Anyway, this is going to get ugly. I'm not going to bother y'all with it. Is it completely blowout, or does it stay within 21? Kent State at Oklahoma.
Kent State?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about upset. Kent State and Oklahoma? Yeah.
Okay, good. Y'all heard it here, Tommy.
Heard it right here.
He's thinking about it.
But I think I'll take Oklahoma.
I thought you would take Oklahoma, too.
OU. Boomer.
Right.
Sooner. Yeah.
All right. How much time we got? Oh, okay, good. We got a couple of minutes. All right, let's go to this one. I'm going to hold off on Mississippi State is having a really good year.
Yeah.
They had their hearts broke last week at home. Could have won it. Let it slip away at the end to Tennessee. Tennessee, I think, had a pretty good ball club. Now, they're not home this week. They're on the road. Their coach was smart. I think Elko's a really good coach. I think he's highly intelligent. They did something just to kind of get a little bit more motivation. After a big win over Auburn and Notre Dame, they chose this game to be a blackout. Pump everybody up, I guess. I think that's pretty smart. Mississippi State at A&M. How's this play out?
Really, really close.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you talk about sort of mirror image kind of schools, 2 land grants, from Mississippi and A&M. A&M can lay an egg as well as anybody. So I'm going to take A&M. It would not surprise me if Mississippi State really makes them sweat it out.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think A&M. Glenn has A&M. Johnny, who you going with?
What A&M we talking about? Texas?
Texas A&M.
I'll take Texas A&M.
The question is really, and the same thing for Penn State, Mississippi State had their hearts broken. So does Tennessee beat Mississippi State again this week in A&M uniforms?
I see what you're saying. You're right. And on the road, 100,000 people.
It's going to look like an inter-squad game, though, with these 2 uniforms running around out there.
All right, the big one. This is huge. There's no doubt about this. The people there are incredible. I've never met anybody from that state I haven't liked, except for one. Kentucky at Georgia. Why you got blue on today? You got the Kentucky blue on today, too.
That's right.
Kentucky
out them
at
positive
Georgia.
Waves, man. Positive waves.
They've had a really good week of practice in Lexington.
They've had a super week of practice in Lexington. Hey, listen, y'all laugh. They always play Georgia tough.
They do. They play them tight.
That's a very deep embedded rivalry there.
Does Georgia sleepwalk in there after losing to Alabama, or are they ready to go?
Kentucky's ready.
Kentucky's ready?
Kentucky's had enough humiliation.
Well, Glenn said Georgia getting it done. I got his pick already.
Kentucky will be close right at kickoff.
Who
wins? After that, Georgia wins.
Yeah, that's what happened last week.
I hate to pick against your team.
I know.
That's why your microphone's turned up.
Then the Bengals, I just quit watching football.
Kirby is going to channel his inner Lane Kiffin and Steve Spurrier and hang as many points as he can on Kentucky in frustration from last Saturday. So, Georgia big.
Oh.
Georgia big.
Georgia
big.
Big. Okay.
Real big.
Big.
We'll see. We'll see
be
about
another
that.
nail in Mark Stoops' coffin
There you
this
go.
weekend.
Well, he said Mark Stoops good. He's fine. He ain't going anywhere.
They're going to be up 35 points, still throwing it.
All right, we'll take a break, come back. We got
Man's
3 more
gotta
to
have
pick.
a dream,
3 more to go. We got 3 more to go, and then we'll be done with our picks. All right, let's talk about some of our wonderful, outstanding, wonderful, great. Let's talk about, Glenn, talk about newbies, Glen Ewan and St. Andrews. I know you love it. Sit out there, look at the water.
On Bayview, I tell you what, it's great.
Is that taking over your favorite?
Yeah, kind of has, because it's closer to my house, so you go, but they can't arrest you for walking drunk. I found that out. So
you can ride your bike down there, or your dog.
Yeah, but no, it's great. I tell you what, great people, and there's always something going on right there. And it's really friendly. So I mean, and it's always anything newbies does is
always
really great.
good,
Yeah,
no doubt about that. Now, newbies too on the curve. You go watch all the ball games. After that, we all head down to the mothership, have a great time. Charlotte's going to have the best entertainment for you every weekend, so you know that. Get out to one of the 4 newbies, support them big time. John Charlotte always give back to the community. She gave a huge donation to the university, a big cash. Wonderful people, no doubt about that. And go support them, one of the 4. Have a great time. The legendary Chad Mitchell, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Listen to Chad every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, the legendary Jay Michaels. Get out there, have a great time. Dr. Ward, we'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Coach James Hale Show.
The greatest people in the world to party with.
Why is it so windy over at Auburn?
Why?
Because Georgia sucks and Alabama blows.
As I said to you last time, if the phone doesn't ring, you know it's me.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. For this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 87 with a moderate breeze around 15 miles per hour coming out of the east-northeast. Tonight, clear skies with lows around 71. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a temperature near 84. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 83 and a variety of mostly clouds and light rain. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida, Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
I'm going to save the last for the big one. And we'll have it right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We got Texas at Florida. Listen to it right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Then you got Miami at FSU. Of course, we're going to be down at the our van will be down there at Lone Star Bull House. I really like that on by the way. And you can listen to the game right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You all right?
All right.
You all right,
no, not
there,
really.
Coach?
Not really. Not really. Give me one. Jeremy, say hello to everybody.
He's been drinking a Burper Cola.
Acid reflexes.
Station identification.
Texas Florida game got him choked up.
Yeah. Worried about that offense down there. I'm going to tell you right now, we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, let's jump into this one. Let's go Vandy, Alabama. We go on the road, number one in the country last year, Jeremy. We already talked about it. We had 25-point favorite. We get stomped. It wasn't even close. We had a kid kick a football when the officials, never in my life I've seen an Alabama player do that. The same player got the penalty, would not come off the field when the coaches I'd never seen that. We had all the penalties like you would not believe in that ball game. And we threw a pick six. We get down 13-0. I think those things have to happen again for Vandy to win. We throw pick six, we turn the ball over, we get penalties, we're gonna be in trouble. The key to the game, in my opinion, we got to stop the run, which I don't know if we can. That's a tough offense. We didn't stop Georgia's run.
Nope.
We've got to stop the run, make them pass to beat us, and I think offensively, we got to score points.
Mm-hmm.
We have got to end drives with touchdowns, field goals, not beat ourselves. I think if we do that, I think we outscore them. I just still don't believe in this defense. We got a lot of injuries, too.
Vanderbilt's got the same challenges on their side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball. What impressed me, Alabama opened the game with Georgia, a much better defense, and basically had taken 7.5 minutes of game time off the clock and spotted themselves a 7-point lead before the Bulldogs got the ball. That set the tone for the ball game. Alabama wants to burn clock, limit the number of possessions for Vanderbilt, and then get him off the field, Pavi off the field. I think the offense is good enough to do that, and they showed very good discipline. Now, they did have some challenges, obviously, with the crowd noise, had to burn a lot of timeouts, but you saw how deep they went in the 40-second clock. Mm-hmm. They were snapping the ball 1-2 seconds left to shorten that ball game in Athens. Same game plan here.
The Saban way. Yeah.
Same game plan applies. Keep that clock running. The way the NCAA is now, in the name of player safety, we're going to play more games, but shorten them.
Right. Yeah. So you got Bama?
Yeah. With
Alabama close?
Alabama,
I don't think they cover.
Alabama probably 7 to 10 points on this, as long as they can keep the game clock running and keep him off the field.
I tell you what, the big deal is that offensive coordinator we got Alabama. Now, I will say this: Dr. Ward is really good. He got Vandy winning the game. Glenn Manley, he's got Vandy winning the game. Tommy Santamont. Vandy's quarterback's saying we can blow them out. Dave, you watch the film. I don't blame him saying it. You watch Alabama's defense. What FSU did to them, Georgia moves the ball on the ground. We got a lot of players hurt on the defense side of the ball. They're not going to play. I can see them winning the game.
You know, probably the quarterback, if he's going to be the key for Vandy. If the defense lets him go, I mean, it could be long. That kid was offered $4 million to go to another SEC program. He turned it down to stay at Vandy for this year for $2 million. He gave up $2 million to stay at Vandy. So, but anyway, that kid is he's only 6 foot tall. He's not a big, tall kid.
He's tough,
but he's 214, I think. So he can run the ball, but I just don't. I think Alabama's going to cover. I think it'll be a 12-point game out Alabama's favor.
Okay. Alabama.
Well, the reason I voted for Vanderbilt, the East Nashville Mafia called me and said, you better not go against the Doors.
Yeah. All right, let's jump on Texas and Florida. Mark McLeod, listen to him. He thinks it's going to be a tough day for Florida. If Florida was healthy on the defense side of the ball, I think they could win this game. Now, Lagway's saying all the right things. But you know what? They were in the same boat last year, and they came back and won those games at the end of the year.
Yep.
I do think I think Florida's going to play hard. I think it's going to be electric down there. What do you think is going to happen?
Florida's healthy enough on defense, and Arch Manning is still overrated. This game's going to be close. You know, it was interesting watching Miami and Florida. Florida's within 6 late in the game, and you still knew Miami was going to win because Florida couldn't score.
Right.
Well, the guy doesn't go for the first down on the pass.
Right. I mean, the sort of anemic offensive production has to pick up, but it can do enough to keep Florida in this game.
Yeah. Because
Texas is overrated. With Manning behind the center there, it's not going to go well for the Longhorns down the stretch here.
And Texas has got really good play. All the games since Texas have been cupcakes. Florida State, after Alabama, had some cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Could this come up and bite them? Florida's been tested, man.
Florida is battle tested.
Yeah.
At some point,
LSU, Miami, South Florida.
It's going to be at games. Well, it's hard to
I want to pick
It's hard to beat Florida. But, if Lagway has a great game, they'll win. But if he doesn't, Texas is going to win. So
somebody different's got to call the plays.
Yeah.
I really want to go out on a limb here and take the Gators. I like the matchup for Florida. I like the Florida team. They've just been kind of up against a brutal schedule, but Texas is somehow going to eke it out because the offense will not be able to produce at the end.
So you're going?
I'm going to go Texas, but I don't like the pick.
Glenn went Texas. Brian went Texas. Dr. Ward went Texas. All right, Jeremy, Texas. Tommy?
Like Jeremy said, I really want to go with Florida, but I got Texas. They got great defense. I want to go with Texas.
Yeah, well, defense on the road in the kicking game. Glenn, I didn't pay attention to either one of their kicking games. Is Florida pretty good in the kicking game?
Yeah, they're
what about I don't know about Texas. I only watched them once.
Texas, they're solid. Both of them are solid.
The game. Miami at FSU. They got beat. They got embarrassed. I like when the quarterback runs his mouth because they usually win.
Running his mouth again already.
He's running again. Well, he's running because he feels good about something. I think Florida State's going to come out there and be a totally different what you saw from Friday night.
They said that you're going to see a different game physically with this Miami game. They're going to have to because Miami is so physical. If they don't, they're going to get killed. But
now, Miami has been tested, though. They've played some good teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who you going with?
I'm going to go with FSU.
Glenn went with FSU. Ward went with FSU. Brian went with FSU. Tommy Santamont, FSU. All right, Jeremy.
Go Noles.
Wow. The number 4 team in the country everybody's going against. All right. I can't wait to watch that ball game. That's going to be incredible, man. Glenn,
yes,
you think it'd be go down to a field goal and somebody misses a field goal left or right? Or would it be settled before?
I think Florida State by at least 10. At least 10.
The over is over under is 51, I think, and everybody's saying you need to bet over.
The key there, stop the run.
Yeah.
Stop the run. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, and we will let you go. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Listen, leave it right here all day long. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Wanted to reach out and smack someone?
You can't fix stupid, but you can divorce it.
The new Sports Blitz. Brandt's Hot